So with Spider-Man Homecoming right around the corner, a lot of attention has been focused on how different this Spider-Man is from previous iterations. And Marvel and Sony are really going out of their way to make sure you know this is a different Spider-Man. Whether it's the suit or the abilities the suit has or what the actual capabilities of the web shooter are, everything is different than the previous movies. Specifically, the web shooter, as I mentioned. This has been a topic of discussion ever since we saw the character in Captain America Civil War, specifically that post-credit scene that shows his web shooter be able to project a mysterious interface on the wall. Now, the obvious connection here is the fact that Tony Stark actually upgraded Spider-Man's web shooter. He gave him this interface and some of the things that can actually be done with it. So there is quite a lengthy paragraph here I'm going to read for you guys and explain what they're talking about here. So they say, and I quote, "He just calls him when he tries to contact him. He calls on his 3-year-old cell phone that he has, with a cracked screen and stuff. This is the sort of interface for the web shooter. So even before he deactivates the training wheels protocol, he got a really high-tech web shooter. And one of the ideas is that when he does this, the movement, he can adjust the spray and he can even scroll through different web settings, like spinning web, web ball, ricochet web. You know, all the stuff we could see him do in the comics. Tony has this built in. So that is sort of unlocked for him. So when he shines that, it will go boom in noise. And if he wants to shoot just the one swinging web, it will go down really small. And if he wants to web a guy to the wall, it goes and makes a noise like that. It's like a DSLR camera. He can shoot without it, or he can hold that thing a second, get his arm right, and really choose a web to shoot. So that's a lot of stuff to take in, but it's a lot of crucial info if you like to know how his web shooter works. Essentially, he's going to have all of these things in there, and he has the holographic projections and everything like that, which is honestly really awesome within itself considering what he can do with them. But not just that, it's also the fact that when you see his web shooters, now there's an explanation to how he shoots these different webs, different settings. And like he says, it's a DSLR camera. It's like his eyes. Essentially, his eyes, move so he can process a bunch of info. We know that much. And that's how he's able to focus and he's able to emo. Well, this is another way of using that same technology, like the DSLR, like they use it in the eyes, and convey that into the web. So depending on how big the opening is, depends on the type of web that's coming out, which honestly I really like. And then there's also the topic of discussion about the web shooter itself and what other technology is there in there. Now, we don't know everything, obviously, but we do know that there is plenty of technology in there that's going to help him out, such as the ability to use a GPS and do tracking with it, such as other abilities which are going to be used, like, a communications device and things like that. So honestly, this sounds like it's going to be a very cool, intricate device, and I can't wait to see what other special features it's going to have that we don't even know about, that probably Peter doesn't even know about. So I can't wait. I really like the web shooter. I just hope they play it up the right way and don't overuse it. So you guys let me know your thoughts on it down below.